Alright.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's About Life. It's your boy Shane, aka Black Duplicate. What's up? Back with some more good content about health. This is Health Day. So if you're watching, this should be Tuesday. This should be Health Day. Today we talk about health. Focus all our manpower on health today. Right? We got some pretty interesting stuff. We're gonna start off with something positive and then flow into the BS. You already know how it goes. I don't like to start with BS. I'd rather end with it. Well, at least go through the middle of it and then try to come up with a conclusion at the end on how to solve the issues, right? Because, of course, there's a lot of bad stuff being consumed, but there's also good ways to handle it and good ways to maneuver through the health system, right? There's a lot of funny talk going around, like when people come out and talk about health, I say all this specific diets, and people are like, what can I eat then, man? Like, what can I eat? If I can't eat this, then what can I eat? And it's a great question. And like I always say, like my famous thing is no one shoe fits all our nutrition plan. I don't think so, man. I think we're all deficient in our own things. Depending on how we took care of our body growing up, how much we worked out, what we did, how much water we've drunk, how diluted our body is of nutritional value, right? Everybody's different. I just feel like we all absorb food differently. Not every human being absorbs things the same way. It's because our health systems are different because it's modified according to us and how we adapt to our environment, right? Really, really, really important stuff. So let's get on with it. We're gonna see it's guy. He's from TikTok. Really, really dope dude. He has incredible information when it comes to herbs. This guy right here, he has very good insight when it comes to herbs. His TikTok will be at the bottom of the at the end of this video, and you can go follow him on TikTok and get some advice about some herbs and great ways to use herbs to heal yourself, right? So he has very interesting concept. He's going to be talking about the power of our second brain, or possibly our first brain, our gut. As you see, the gut right here looks kind of like the brain on top of your head. It's kind of the same thing. It's like we have two brains. We don't just have one. But we've been told we only have one. But you got to remember, our gut feeds our brain. So I'm assuming they're both heavily needed. And right now, most of us only have control over one of our brains, which is this one here. Some have none. Complete zombies, right? So let's figure out how to get you out of that zombie state, how to get you feeling better, and how to get you trying new things and challenging yourself and being proud to challenge yourself and being proud to eat better and hopefully think better and make your life better. So let's hear this guy's video real quick.
There is no coincidence that our intestines looks like our brain. That's because as a blood, so we love. And that is why I say that the gut is the first brain, because the gut is what feeds the brain. So your brain fog is actually coming from right here. Your angry and confused thoughts are actually coming from right here. And even your neurological problems are starting from right here. And our guts are destroyed from our centuries of bad eating habits.
Yes.
When you start to heal the gut, you start to heal everything else.
There you go. Here's his TikTok right there. If y'all interested and want to hear what else he got to say, that's his TikTok. Go over there, look into his stuff. He got great content. And I highly agree with the guy. Your gut is so important. So important. Now I would say there's probably a one-fits-all way of clearing and cleansing the whole entire system. I'll give it that. Fasting is one thing that can clear your whole entire system. But once you fast, then it's like, what do you put in to maximize and make it better? Now, if you fast and get everything out of you, I would suggest start with fruit. Start with fruit, only consume fruit, and see how your body feels from there. And then you can start adding in other things like herbs, which I don't even think you really should. My main opinion towards all this is I think the number one food for humans is fruits. Now, not all the same fruits. I think we all need to be eating different types of fruits. You know what I'm saying? Different types of fruits. But like I said, it's not a one fits all. Some people's bodies can handle certain things like meats. Am I saying it's the best for you? Probably not. It's going to rot away in there and it's going to cause all types of problems. You also need to have some fermented foods, to get some probiotics in there to help counteract and battle all that bad stomach gut, all that bad stomach bacteria. But I would definitely say start with fruit, and then if you're having issues, then you could bring on herbs. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't even think we're supposed to eat vegetables and herbs every day. I don't even think we're supposed to do that, because herbs are like medicine. What happens if you eat medicine every day? It messes you up. So wouldn't it be the same concept with plants if plants are herbs? Just saying. Now, it depends, though, because you got some vegetables that have seeds. Are those seeded vegetables actually vegetables, or are those just fruits? Now, the ones without seeds that grow under the ground, or the roots and stuff like that, I think those are herbs. I think those are herbs and made for certain things. Right? My opinion, of course. Don't take my opinion and go to heart with it. Now let's get into the bullshit that's messing you up, things for you to cut off, to really cut off. This is a one-fits-all thing. What you need to get out of your body is everyone. Now, this is BPA. Now, it's lowering testosterone and causing brain damage and pancreas and breast cancer. Right? This is BPA. Right? So, this is highly, highly important stuff. I cut off cans a while back. It's been, I think, a month now with no canned foods. So I'm very proud of myself there. So let's watch this and see what they got to say.
When you open up a can, you may not notice the lining inside. But believe it or not, that lining may contain a synthetic estrogen. Bisphenol A is big business here in the United States. It is estimated that the chemical companies produce 7 billion pounds of it a year.
This is a chemical that the people who put it into plastic were insane.
His name is Dr. Fred Von Saal. He's a professor of biology at the University of Missouri.
This is a chemical that in 1936 was considered for use as a estrogen drug. Then in the 1950s, some tricky chemists found that they could link this chemical together and it creates a hard, clear, glass-like plastic.
And this glass-like plastic is sprayed into cans we buy every day.
The only problem with that is the plastic is then made from a sex hormone.
And it's virtually in every can of food we consume. And according to Dr. Von Saal, bisphenol A is a big problem because he says it leaches into the food we eat.
And then the food that's in there is full of this sex hormone.
Dr. Von Saal says they have
Sex hormones, bro. This is insane.
disturbing.
We started testing it at levels tens of thousands of times below what anybody had ever tested before, and found that it profoundly damaged the male reproductive system. Now we know it causes brain damage, and it causes breast cancer and prostate cancer. The food was removed from the cans. The cans were all...
Hold on real quick. Did you hear that? It causes severe damage to the male reproductive system. Then they come to start finding out that it causes brain damage, breast cancer, pancreas issues.
cleaned, washed multiple times with water, allowed to dry, and then we put ultra pure water in the cans to determine how stable the lining of the can was when just faced with water being in contact with it for 24 hours.
The results were concerning.
Every single product here put out an amount of bisphenol A that would be in the danger zone.
The highest levels measured in micrograms.
This is a chemical
Crazy.
that can alter the way your cells function at below a trillion of grams. 1 million times lower than this.
Dr. Von Saal says
You hearing this?
when he places bisphenol
I hope y'all paying attention.
water into a test tube with breast cancer cells, the cancer cells multiply rapidly.
These amounts would massively stimulate cells. There are 700 published scientific studies
This is insane.
about the health effects of bisphenol A that the FDA has never gotten around to looking at.
BPA. There's the Twitter, the TikTok for that if you want to go look into that. Did y'all hear that shit? We ain't gonna just skip over that shit. We ain't gonna just skip over that shit. Because last week I talked about the importance of men and masculinity. They're destroying it, man. This war. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you. It is a chemical war, bro. They are destroying men. They are destroying men. He said it himself. The people who put this into the canned food are insane. Insane. It is tearing us apart. Stop eating the canned food. Only eat that shit via emergency, bro. Only eat that shit via emergency. Very, very careful, bro. Everybody, be careful. Do not give your children canned foods. Do not give your children canned foods. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Now we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper. If you don't believe me, let's go deeper. Right? Caffeine poisoning reduces blood flow to the brain by 40%, changing brain function permanently. Caffeine is a pesticide.
Poisoning reduces blood flow to the brain by 40%, changing brain function permanently. Caffeine is a pesticide.
Then I down just one drink. The researchers at Wake Forest in North Carolina, where I underwent 2 MRI brain scans. This first scan, no caffeine in my system. Then I down just one drink. Now my second MRI. This was my brain before caffeine. This was after. The difference was remarkable.
It's like a 40% drop in the blood flow to your brain. That's a lot.
40% drop, bro.
The blood flow to my brain dropped about 40%.
40%.
Really?
Scientists, in fact, looking at that feeling you get when the caffeine wears off. Sometimes that chemical crash so intense, they're now considering it a medical condition.
Fix? Yeah. I ended up with a really bad headache.
You wouldn't want to be around without caffeine. Let's put it that way.
We've all been there. And now there's a medical term for it. In the American Psychiatric Association's Manual of Mental Disorders. Yes, mental disorders. ABC's Lisa Stark drank that much.
Mental disorders.
Her brain. Here's before, and here's after. Her blood flow went down 40%, and her blood pressure shot up. Why the drop? Caffeine blocks a chemical called adenosine, which controls blood flow to the brain. Add caffeine, blood vessels constrict, less blood circulates in the brain, and your blood pressure and heart rate go up. So if you
That's insane. What are we doing?
caffeine headache.
It's like trying to get a fire hose through my blood through your stove. If you're a caffeine,
What are we doing?
it now functions normally on caffeine. How much caffeine do I have to drink to change the physiology of my brain?
very much.
Not very much, but even a
One
cup
cup
a
a
day.
day to a brain.
1 cup a day will change your brain, yo. Yo. No wonder why people are crazy, bro. No wonder why nobody's thinking anymore. Oh my god. That's crazy, bro. Y'all need to go rewind that back if you didn't hear that shit. Oh my lord. Now this guy here is talking about eggs. Like, here we go, man, right? We just destroyed canned foods. We just destroyed caffeine. And now, he's just giving his opinion on what eggs are. I'm not saying don't eat eggs. Hey, do what you want to do. But here's his opinion on it.
So why eggs are highly consumed by individuals and some individuals will never touch them? Let me explain, as this is very interesting.
Yes.
You can see coagulation of protein that takes place at a microscopic level when you fry an egg. The clear protein gel surrounding the yolk whitens, thickens, and coagulates into glue-like consistency. Digestive enzymes in our stomach cannot readily break down coagulated protein molecules once they fuse together. Not only are heated protein unavailable to your body, worse yet, they are undigestible. So the coagulated protein molecules tend to rot as bacteria in the body feed upon that organic matter, causing pathogens to thrive. So as bacteria feed on the rotten mess that is stuck in your digestive tract, they produce enzymatic byproducts which are carcinogenic, meaning the waste the bacteria produce is cancer-causing. Coagulation occurs on a microscopic level in all cooked protein molecules, whether witnessed or not. It makes the protein you eat useless. That's why meat should be consumed rare or raw. And trust me on this, the poop outcome is so minuscule compared to fully cooked. And to eliminate any pathogen effect from eating egg whites or overcooked protein, I tend to add hydrochloric acid after the meal to eliminate these pathogens, and or adding at least 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now, if none are available, then best to eat the yolk only and toss the white in the garbage.
Oh, well, there you have it, folks. Continue eating your eggs. Continue eating your eggs. Now, this one blew my damn mind. This I don't know what's up with people trying to make lab-made food. Why don't we just get the real thing, man? God damn, look at this shit. That's dairy, bro.
It is real dairy protein, just not from animal. Scientists make it in a lab.
How does that make sense? This is real dairy protein, not from an animal. Don't be wrong, I get it. Like, almond milk isn't from animals. I don't drink that shit neither, because almonds is horrible for your testosterone levels. So I don't drink that shit neither. And you probably drink some Ripple milk made out of peas, but God knows whatever else they put into that shit.
And it's already being used as an ingredient in cream cheese, ice cream, and milk. Unlike plant-based alternatives, this protein promises to match the taste and texture of the real deal.
They're already using this shit.
Ice cream was the first product the company launched. Technicians combined the protein powder with water, oil, sugar, and the desired flavor. They pour the liquid into the same machines that make regular ice cream, which means companies that use the protein don't need any special equipment.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a McFlurry right there, bro.
Like this milk that creates the perfect foam layer for coffee, something dairy alternatives have always struggled to do.
Well, you know, that's on you. You know, I gave you some stuff, but let's talk about ways to what can you eat, since I'm giving you 1,000 things that you can't eat. Fruit. Fruit. Now the problem with fruit is that they put the pesticides on it. Baking soda, apple cider vinegar will take the pesticides right off of the fruit. Then you rinse it off with some nice pure water, right? And there you have it. You'll have perfectly fine fruits. Store them away, eat them, tear it up. Call it a day. Fruits is the way to go. If you're sick or have some type of mental issues or any type of bodily problems, throw in some herbs. Another thing you can destroy and eat all you want, mushrooms. Certain ones though, look up all the mushrooms that you're eating. Some mushrooms do tamper with testosterone levels for men, so be careful, men out there eating mushrooms. Make sure you're eating the right mushrooms. You need testosterone levels to stay the way they are or peak, one or the other. You don't want to have low ass testosterone levels and you can't even do shit with your damn girl. Can't even handle the damn kids. Can't do shit. Next thing you know, you're gonna be looking like a damn girl. Yes, I said it. That shit is not right to me. I don't give a hell what anybody says. We're men, born men, supposed to be men. Fact, that's it. There's no other way. Eat your damn fruits. Stay healthy, y'all. I love y'all. So much more coming. I don't want to hit y'all with 1,000 negative things. I'm just trying to help you. It's not my fault that they're putting all this shit in your stores and making it readily available for you to consume and self-destruct. It's not my damn fault. But I'm not going to sit here and let that shit continue to happen. A whole bunch of people come at me when I'm healthy as hell, living to be 300, and you're like, how you do it? I don't want to hear that shit. Because I'm giving you all the damn answers. That's it. This is about life. It's Black Duplicate. I'm out.